I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit because I was watching a playback earlier today and it seems a little quiet for some reason. It's just me. I don't know. Probably can be just me, though I'm sure some of you are thinking it, even though at this point, even if you're not saying it, trust me, and I know. Okay. Oh shoot, hold on. Restream needs to be up. Almost ready. Probably can't be kicked just shoot. Though I'm sure. One sec. Okay, hold on. Just gonna do it manually. Sorry for the delay, just getting my restream set up. Got to have restream working. And some other news, I have by this point in time, Facebook streaming should be up and running again, so stay tuned for that. If you're following on Facebook for some reason and not on another platform, I don't know why you would be, but you might be. Maybe because I have a hub there, kind of now. Yeah. Alright, so I don't know how late we want to go, especially since it's like already like basically 10. I might. So yeah, we repaired the nail. As you can see, that this whole thing is a nail right there. Gotta go to the bottom of the nail now, apparently. I'm not sure. Assuming the bottom of the nail is down here. Yeah, seems like it. I don't think we want to go down there just yet, however, because... Oh, wait, hold on, actually. Okay, well, I guess that's where the bottom of the nail is. I think, though, first, because I've been collecting some... Actually, hold on. I'm not sure if I did this last time, so bear with me. Yes. Okay, so I don't think I can make any weapon form. However, I do have some collectibles. So let's read these. Astral Mimic. Astral Mimics are physically indistinguishable from astral copies, but considerably more dangerous due to the fact that they possess utilitarian abilities. The most notable ability witnessed is levitation. It is unknown how this astral entity gained its paranatural abilities. The relevant objects of power are currently bound to Director Faden, which indicates the objects are not responsible. However, objects of power are intrinsically linked to the board and the astral plane. A similar link between the objects and the mimics could also exist. Or perhaps the board is able to dispense these abilities at their leisure. No trial in the astral plane required. Honestly, kind of seems like I kind of assumed that's how it was working, considering just how things are playing out in the astral plane with that, but whatever. It's almost like the game designers have given you the powers instead of the board. Anyway, the prevailing theory, however, is that the entities are simply replicating observed abilities performed by the Hiss, or even the director herself, thanks to a prolonged exposure to our world caused by the astral bleed. Yeah, that's a possibility. Astral spikes are metastructural entities found in the astral plane. Excuse me. Their existence was first confirmed when a single spike traveled into our dimension through the mind of an astronaut. See a report for details, re Agent Gibson. Astral spikes seem to exist beyond our dimension's physical laws. They do not resemble any living creature or animate object we have yet encountered. They are even dissimilar to astral copies, despite the fact that both originate from the astral plane. The spikes are immensely dangerous, emitting a wavelength that disrupts all organic and inorganic matter in their immediate vicinity, with catastrophic results. Discerning the nature of this wavelength has been difficult for obvious reasons, but the parakinesiology department continues to investigate. Alright, so we did all our research and records, case files. This is stuff on the movie camera, basically. The atom should be isolated away from any person or event that is... hold on. Okay. That is objectively interesting since its effect is activated by the presence of dramatic incidents. A movie camera used to make commercial feature films. Internal mechanisms are unremarkable. Subject near the item will often experience a torqued version of reality, resembling the heightened drama and action of a movie. Whether these events are localized, alternate realities, or products of hallucination is currently unknown. Additionally, the item seems to record footage from these incidents and creates VHS copies, as did in the style of short films. Dope. During their investigation, agents learned that a podcast titled Brian's Movie Den had reviewed the item-generated movie Delivery Disaster. The podcast director, Brian Hennerman, was taken for questioning. The staff of Movie Night, the store Mr. Hennerman rented the film from, were also questioned to no effect. More on the movie camera. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after a hospitalized mailman from somewhere in Arkansas claimed his injuries had been caused by a movie camera. Further investigation connected the incident to A180, AI-80, I guess, okay, which was being shipped in the mail truck at the time. The packaged camera was later found in an empty warehouse. The return address led agents to a P.O. box located in the San Fernando Valley, belonging to a company called Blessed Pictures. Whether Blessed Pictures is involved in the creation and dissemination of the item's VHS films is unknown. See investigation number. The following is a list of all known films believed to have been shot by AI-80. Shoot First, Die Last, Unreleased, Coffee Bullet, Billy Sir's Car, Bike Hard, Delivery Disaster. Item was used in the filming of an unreleased western in 1968 on the Italian island of Sardinia. A cast member was killed during an on-set accident, stopping production. It is believed that Blessed Pictures bought the camera when equipment from the shoot was sold in an auction. I guess this is on a VHS tape from the camera. This item's creation is the source of much research and debate. It was a product of the Bureau's first attempts to film something during Operation Shallow Tide. An agent was able to conceal themselves in an area frequented by Ati, at which point they began filming. The agent reported that the video camera showed no signs of disturbance during the filming. Later, when reviewing the footage, the research staff became mesmerized by its altered effect. Measures were taken and altered evaluation began. Never before have the Bureau personnel been so closely involved in the creation of an altered item. The experiment was quickly replicated, though not with the same results. The footage was simply useless in every subsequent attempt. This event spawned a great debate as to whether altered items are created by paranatural entities intentionally or otherwise. Similar experiments were prohibited soon after. See the Ash Act for details, as the creation of altered materials was deemed an action the Bureau should not engage in. Sounds pretty much accurate. I personally, these altered items seem cool. Okay, we got 5 on right here. Okay. More dead letters too. Wow. Okay, I thought we were done with dead letters. Dear Mr. Talbot, my heartiest congratulations for achieving something that few others have. Consider my curiosity thoroughly yours. For who wouldn't be intrigued by when the United States government claims to need an expert spelunker to explore the depths of a cave the likes of which no man has ever seen? A subterranean channel beneath the very heart of New York City is fascinating in and of itself. I have explored every cave system from Kentucky to Kathmandu, but a formation below America's own Big Apple is a welcome surprise. You are certainly building grand expectations. Do not let me down. I have decided to come see this mystifying cave myself. My assistant will be in touch with the details of my arrival. As requested, I will avoid making an announcement to the press, but I cannot guarantee that my travels will slip past their notice. The world is always waiting for word of Robert Ricardo's next grand endeavor. Such is the burden of a globe-trotting man of adventure such as myself. Such is the way of adventure. Keep exploring, Bob Ricardo. Shift account. Okay. I don't know if we have shift account 1, but anyway. Gibbs reporting in. It has been 8 days since the collapse, and still no sign of any rescue efforts. The Bureau is either completely unaware of our situation or are incapable of helping us. Or maybe it's intentional. How many times have we seen the Bureau not give 2 shits about its own hardworking staff when they go missing in this place? How many times did we let it slide thinking, oh, at least it wasn't me? Honestly, I think they probably just forgot about this place, dude. But anyways, I don't know. It seems like the Bureau to just be like, oh, we have this random wing here. I didn't know it existed. Anyway, whatever. Too many, I'm ashamed to admit. Anyway, there have been some developments. Strange crystals have begun growing in through the walls. They seem to block some of the corridors, but not others. The path to the caves is always open, but we're not sure why. Luckily, the crystals keep out the astral spike. One's been hounding us for days. John, Nicole, and Sarah went to try and find a radio, but never came back. I think the spike got them. I think it's hunting us. Doug says spikes only exist in the astral plane, so what the fuck is it doing here? If we get out of here, I'm hiring a lawyer. These are unsuitable working conditions. It's clear no one is coming. We're running out of ideas and supplies. We've tried going into the caves to find anything edible, but all we found were nauseous gases and endless pits. The crystals only let us go one way, even though we could see the caves branched out. We did find some weird spiky pillar. I only caught a glimpse of it before the astral spikes attacked. There were a few of them this time. We lost a lot of people. There's only 6 of us left. We didn't ask for this. We didn't want to come down here. I'm convinced something brought us here. The others say I'm going nuts, but it's clear that this was no house shift. Shifts slide a bathroom sector over or rotate a hallway. They don't drop full divisions into some caves. We were brought here, I know it. But for what? Why tear us away from our lives just to torture us? If this is some sort of test or mission, then here's some advice for whoever's running it. Give out clearer instructions next time. I hope these notes are a good read for whatever ranger finds them. Fuck you, put that into your report. Gives. Alright. Some more dead letters. Dear House of Representatives, my husband Francis read an article before he died about how the universe was really just a computer program. He believed it. Thought it sounded silly, but now I think he was right. Francis was hit by a car a few months ago, a drunk driver. I don't think it was supposed to happen. My neighbor's son Jeremy broke one of our windows with a football a week before Francis died. Francis yelled at Jeremy for it. He was a bit harsh. This is important because I see Jeremy on his computer through their living room window. He's on it all the time. His mother says he is a computer whiz. I think Jeremy is operating the computer program, and he changed the universe so the driver would hit Francis. He did it to get back at Francis for yelling at him. I think you've been watching The Matrix too much, but anyway. Is there a way to change the computer and make Francis come back? I have some money if it's expensive. I don't know how these things work. I don't care if Jeremy gets in trouble or not. I just want Francis to come home. Francis and I were very happy together. I can feel him not being here, and I know it's not right. Sincerely, Stephanie Miller. For immediate publication, I learned a brand new language. Fish taught me. You probably don't believe me, so I prove it. And then he starts speaking the language, I'm assuming. See, please publish this letter, and maybe other fish speakers will get in touch. They'll be able to reach my address even if you can't. Okay. Yeah, no, that doesn't... I tried reading it backwards, and apparently it's not just backwards English, so... Yeah, that's weird. Okay. So I think we're all caught up, so... Hold on. I'm gonna get a drink of water, and then I'm gonna be right back. And then I think we can continue on for a little bit more. Maybe like an hour or two. Or, no, not an hour or two. An hour and a half. That's probably as long as we got for tonight. Alright, we're back. Okay, so I guess we're going down here, huh? If not, I guess we'll... Alright. Hopefully nothing tries and...
Top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
Nobody try and get me. Is there anything behind the nail? No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's just a rock in the ground.
Entry date plus 118. I have changed, so it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's buildings.
I just wanted to see if it would do anything.
Feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me.
I don't see any here, but okay.
They hunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the killer's orders.
What are the id?
They seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the actions of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house were a different faith back then. Or if it was always here.
Maybe.
A 21st century office building since time immemorial. A place,
Maybe it's a...
future.
Maybe the final boss of the foundation is a tree.
Walker. I always thought the esoteric world was my father's.
Seems like a common thread.
Here, sacred place. Finally understand his devotion. I'm his dad.
Okay. So what do we got? Okay, so now they're just growing willy-nilly.
Things are growing crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
That's super weird. Hopefully they don't grow into me. I mean, at least they don't hurt. I can always shoot them if needed.
Astral spiking.
Oh, hi, Marshall. What up?
The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
Why would that happen? The board's never been... I mean, except for, like, when I took another power. That's super... Seems super rare, though, right? Okay. Enough games. There are a lot of crystals, though. Just gonna clear some. Make life a little simpler. I also don't want to be like... ammo and something like it randomly attacks me here. Okay, control point. Just gonna get it.
Nobody else hears the house.
This is the director. I need backup at my location.
We were shown the way inside, so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen that earlier. The strand between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the id. What hope do we have?
Okay. sounds like a good idea, Ash. You do that.
Northmore will be angry at me for this.
Take a leave of absence. Do something else.
I don't care. I'm even
Gone too far into this mess.
where I can. I doubt I can steer the girl back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without Olympus? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
Okay, let's deal with this. Assuming there's gonna be a fight in this location. Oh hey, it's Marshall. She gonna be the final boss?
You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red and yellow.
God damn it.
Though it is made right, evil exists.
Gosh damn it, she's his, isn't she?
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Okay. Well, she's not immune to objects being thrown at her. Okay. Shoot, I'm just gonna. Where'd she go? Shoot. Oh shit, did Marshall get me? She has a lot of health. There's no two ways about it. I'm glad they spaced out the fight a little bit. The sections. Do I still have my dude for backup? I'm just gonna call him in again.
Director Faden here. Send backup to my location.
Okay. Just gonna take control of that guy I could, and then I think we'll be good. Shoot. I had to get over here. Shoot. Shoot.
Sorry, I wasn't here to help, Marshall.
Holy shit.
The nail is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering when it's causing the quakes.
Okay.
Came down.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Could have saved it,
Yeah.
but it could still save everyone else.
Okay, I say just get that control point. That was. There are a couple close calls there. No two ways about it. Yeah.
Fuck you too.
Okay.
Sure too. Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
Is there another? Hold on. Why are there so many doors in here? I'm assuming I came in from there, right? Hold on. I need to orient myself here. This is empty. Don't think there's anywhere to go from here. Where's the way I came in? I assume it was not this way. Right? Yeah, it wasn't this way. So. Wait. Can I break those? I guess not, huh? It's a shame that Marshall's dead. I mean, I was kind of thinking she would survive. Yeah, I guess this is the only path, huh? What have we here?
The nail is secure. The hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise.
It's actually a nail upside down.
I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her Bureau together?
Hey, we beat it. Sweet. Okay. So, I'll be honest, I was expecting to have to do at least one other thing before I beat the Foundation.
I thought I know how to handle things, now that I'm the director.
maybe there's still gonna be some more.
Choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
I agree. Hold on, wait, so did I get any points on that? I did. Okay. I think I was saying I was gonna finish Shield and then deal with all these other ones. So yay, we're done with Shield. That's good. And I think also, yes, we definitely can finish the upgrading of the weapons. So then I think all that's left might be some mods. Just yes, we're done with mods for now. I don't even know what we're doing. Hold on. Cause like yeah, I say just probably just craft anything we don't have, to be honest, right? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. It's as far as I've gotten with my understanding of how the weapon system works, to be honest. I guess okay, first things first, let's just talk to trigger any new conversation.
Nail business is handled. I should probably be getting back to executive. But maybe I'll keep poking around. Just for a little bit.
I say we just keep asking about nail. What's going on with the nail?
Define anything. Anything unusual. Define unusual. Emily. Sorry, but the answer is a whopping yes. Now that it's whole, the nail is emitting a constant field of, well, think of it like low-level radiation. It seems to suppress any biological matter it encounters. This explains why nothing grows here and why the Bureau had to abandon the area. Prolonged exposure would certainly begin affecting neural processes. Wait. Was the field created when I cleansed the nail? I considered that, but the nail's readings are quite different from the ones I recorded at the cleanse control points. I think the nail's field is purely of its own making. In fact, I think it would passively prevent any his corruption, like the HRAs do. Which makes me wonder what actually occurred when you cleansed the nail. I've been wondering about that myself. Did the board let the hiss corrupt the nail? Did they want me to cleanse it? So, why?
That would be weird. I'm gonna be honest.
About Director Northmore? Well, he was Director Trench's predecessor, and Northmore is famous for being the first board-appointed director. See, before we found the oldest house, directors were picked by committees of old men in suits, drinking cognac and smoking cigars. Standard, uninteresting methods.
Sure.
I think the word you're looking for is bureaucratic. Or antiquated. Regardless, Northmore was eventually forced to... Well, we don't need to go into that. Strangely, the only...
In the bankruptcy, probably, or something.
Under unusual circumstances.
Uh-huh.
The board appoints a director when having
start talking about the former.
Know about an entity named Former. Can't say I've heard of it. You got any details for me?
Well, imagine a one-eyed bug thing. I think it was a part of the board, but then something happened, and now it's separate.
Interesting. See, I always wondered if the board was some entity or group or conglomerate of linked consciousnesses, but this supports the group theory. Although I could have undergone some sort of corporeal exile. Too many unknowns to form a working hypothesis yet, but I can prioritize this matter in future astral lives if you think it's important.
Fortune favors the prepared. Do it.
All right, so I
I'm
think.
gonna keep looking around. I wish I could go with you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field work. We'll work on that.
So, Cat, don't want to fall in there yet, right now. Think two options for end of the stream. Yeah, I mean, we're basically only left with this one side mission from Foundation. I'm thinking just maybe start the other DLC and then yeah, maybe see how get a little bit of that done, like get started, get whet people's appetite for more of the most recent DLC, which is pretty excited about, to be honest. But yeah, think we should just jump in. I'm just want to know. No hesitation. Let's go. Wait, no, how do I... We're tracking it. Right, so back to the... Oh, shoot. Don't think we want to be using that here. Let's go to executive. I'll come back to the Foundation at some point, I hope. Probably. I don't know if there's... I imagine all the Foundation side missions would have to be in the Foundation, just because... Otherwise it'd be... Why wouldn't it be in the main game? But who knows. I might double check that theory at some point. Investigate the sector elevator. So this way?
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there, reaching for her, trying to make her act.
Hey!
Distress call.
It's Alan Wake.
Sensed a drowning man. A holler in the dark.
I'll bet.
Investigation sector.
Investigation sector, huh? Let's check this out.
Alright, so Alan Wake's in this. Let's go to investigations. Open up, sucker. Wait, what? Okay. Just taking a little bit.
Hello?
Knock, knock.
Guess not.
Who's there? Wait, hold on. What do we got? A lot of files, actually. Might have to just stop and read these.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the bureau.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to stop and read some things. Right off the bat. Just gonna go. Now, if we want to go in that. This whole nother. Okay, yeah, whoa, holy. Just picking up things to read now, I guess. Why can't I? Okay, I guess there's a thing there. Whatever. Looked like a thing, but it was a helmet. Okay, I think we got all the things from this area. Let's just stop and read for a bit. That might actually have to be. That might be as far as we get into the investigations, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if there's going to be another control plane though. Okay. Darling investigation. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, Internal Investigation D 84-5 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite accounts of anonymous blank regarding inhumane treatment of a blank currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous observations arose during this investigation. The majority of blank sector team personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such blank contained there. One blank confirmed the blank's code name to be blank, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance levels. Investigators are similarly blocked from entering the blank research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into blank research. So they want to well, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like after like they seem very obsessed with Ordinary, and like the whole Foundation. A lot of secret shit here. For authorization from Mr. Kirkland, blank was launched into the blank of Director Zachariah Trench too. Dang, a recent charge in blank witness Trench, including aggressive blank when blank with other staff had been observed. Trench in a harassment charge. That's what it sounds like. This is saying, or this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable blank between Director Trench and Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around dimensional research the Dimensional Research Wing, and the blank kept inside, probably the projector. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's blank is any more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any blank and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Okay. So so Trench is cleared, but maybe this was more under Darling than Trench. Underhill background. Dr. Rhea Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector. The oldest staff, she served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to the paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling. Oh, so Darling was in some sort of relationship. Wait, no. Wasn't he? Hold on. Let's keep reading. That appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. Yeah, so it sounds like there was one. Okay. Changes things a little bit. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, Underhill was the mold person. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, let's... One unread case file, so probably the rest are just the other thing. Burrow Tractor. Miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. He's a male Caucasian. 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police report. Remains obtained for coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Autopsy findings: blunt force injuries, head, lacerations, left ear cheek, blunt force injuries, extremities, dislocation right knee, complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of the proximal right hubris, extensive trauma abdominal region, complete avulsion of multiple organs including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from scene. It is my opinion that Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with an animal attack. Alright. 6 unread here. Okay. Case inquiry. Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files and Bright Falls. Okay, so this is starting to get into Alan Wake stuff, I guess. Again. Specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the interagency information exchange agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted, but I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing the name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. To Chief Investigator Dennis. It happened again. Third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our blank. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough, but why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on blank lake, probably Cauldron Lake, if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this blank hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Stevens. Alright. Missing agents. Mr. Kirkland, here are the latest agents confirmed missing. Presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, researcher Ezra Cruz, Agent Caroline Dempsey, Agent Lindsay Malcolm, Agent Charles Murray, Agent Derek Shaw. Letters of condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You will be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases are backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations are not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid. Almost done. To whom it may concern, it is with great anger and regret, that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's probably work. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame this situation on our blank, who has routinely ignored my requests, persistence in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the blank loose inside. Probably his, which I'll probably experience a little bit soon. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. Blank has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. So Kirkland, I guess, was the head of this sector. Alright. Kirkland, I am growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they've admirably taken on Altered World event monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now, and don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures, plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. Jesus. Trench seems pretty paranoid at this point from this. You're choosing to become my enemy, Kirk, and you don't want to be. Zachary Trench. Man. So I guess this whole sector was buried. Just due to all the conspiracy behind it. Alright, staffing issue. Mr. Dennis. So yes, there's an increase in altered world event cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more altered world event cases, you need us. You need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing, the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit were barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and Kirkland's interim replacement, it is your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. Okay. I guess Dennis was put in charge after Kirkland after all the Kirkland stuff. So I'm gonna get another glass of water real quick. Maybe it's 11:02. We could maybe find like one control point. That's probably the best we can do. I'm also probably gonna pause it just because I heard something happen. I don't want to be ambushed by his or something. All right.
Working.
And
Power core somewhere.
huh. I wonder if that was supposed to be there. Could it be up here? probably gonna be more. Another file. And another one. Okay, so there's literally a control point right after this, so maybe I'll...
Now that gate should open.
I'll just cleanse that one control point. I like how that case file was just placed on that conveyor belt. Like, just put it here. No, or like whatever it was. Like, just put it here. It's not that important.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
I think you're right. You know what? As long as we're here, let's just pick up this one as well. What did we pick up? List organization. This group / individual has operated outside the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of the past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. 2016, a production called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit supernatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. The rest of the order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed Organization. Refer to file 739-902-22 for a full report. Ethics investigation on the Prime Candidate Program. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation P142 9 was launched into the legality of Prime Candidate Program by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic blank and blank. Blank were brought into the oldest house and placed under blank examination, testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic blank of preternatural inclined blank. Probably children is what they're talking about here. Not only is this in breach of the Ash Act, but flies in the face of basic human something, probably rights. This investigation team unequivocally denounces or something the Prime Candid program and recommends that it be scrapped immediately, probably. Specimen escape assessment. Purpose of internal investigation X397 is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI1 that resulted in the deaths of some number of agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians are able to recover the researchers' notes on the on the blank of blank. The specimen began displaying a sharp notes on the specimen from the internal network. Okay, I skipped over the end of that sentence somehow. I think the specimen begins displaying a sharp increase in aggressive blank, probably behavior. Cross-referencing that date with various logs, only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. Found only 2 events. Yeah, okay. The air filters were changed, and an hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice something entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Given their connection to the same Altered World event case, it is likely that someone's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the blank. Investigation is ongoing. Maybe this is all related to Alan Wake, but I don't know for sure. Tractor procedures. Item is not in Bureau custody. Okay. So they sent altered item loose in the world, huh? A Frank elk tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls and unmanned locomotion. Considered highly aggressive and dangerous. Item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of Burrow Farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on the scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panic calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communication staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded to growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of that incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. Okay. We've read all the things. Okay. I think So I'm looking at this map, to be honest, and we probably don't have time to go much further into the investigation sector since it looks absolutely ginormous. Yeah, I think I might just end the stream here because this seems like a good stopping point since we're at a control point. And we'll pick up the Alan Wake expansion from here. Or Altered World Event DLC, whichever you want to call it. So yeah, let's just go to main menu. Yeah, sorry there was so much reading in that one, but at least we're now caught up for the foreseeable future, for the time being. Let's see. Are there any Among Us streamers going on right now? I've been pretty addicted to Among Us recently, so I might just raid some people playing Among Us, or someone. Know what I'm saying? This guy's doing Among Us with the viewers. Seems like he also just left. I'll raid him. I'll raid him if he comes back, but let's just raid this person. Alright, see you guys later. Bye. Have fun with Among Us.